First off, I want to thank the Schweinfurth, and I got my start here actually at the Schweinfurth Museum. I studied under 3 different potters, and I first started, it was just a whim, and wanted to know, like, what is it like to work with clay? So from there, my interest in pottery grew. I have a studio, I have a kiln now, and it occupies a lot of my time. The piece itself is called Cat's Meow because it has a cat motif. A lot of people, when they first saw this, thought that this would be like a cat dish, and it is not. It is a knitting bowl. If you notice that there's a little bit of yarn here and a place for the yarn to go. And I have 2 cats, and when they see the yarn come out, of course, they're meowing and they're interested in this yarn. So this is a way to protect. This also, I'm a knitter and I do crochet, and I find it very therapeutic, and it helps me to meditate. And I start my day off every day doing a little bit of crocheting or knitting. The movements themselves are therapeutic, just as it is when I'm making my bowls in clay. If you'll notice, the inside has a mandala, which is painted with underglaze and with a very, very fine brush. The motif here has the cat's face with the 2 eyes, and these are actually for knitting needles that would go in here so that you always have your needles set, and they would go into the yarn. If I were to change yarns, I would be using this right here, which pulls the yarn. If I'm not, I use this hole and use the whole yarn all the way through. The cats themselves inspired this little bowl. This bowl is perfect for making socks and using threads and yarn that's very thin. This bowl is what they call stoneware, and stoneware is very sturdy. It's different from porcelain or other china in the fact that it is very sturdy and very hard to chip. It's very non-porous, as is, like china, it might be a little bit more porous, or other potteries. This will also withstand cold and heat temperatures. This is fired with a high fire clay, first off, and it is glazed with high fire glaze. And high fire means that it probably can take temperatures from 2,100 to about 2,500 degrees in the kiln itself for about 6 or 8 hours, depending on the size of the piece. The underglazes are a little bit lighter, and in the very center, if you were to see it up close, there's just a little drop of glass that gives it a sparkle. I really enjoy doing this work. It seems to me that when I'm throwing clay and I'm working with the clay on the wheel, that itself is very therapeutic for me, feeling the clay through my hands. Thank you to the Schweinfurth Art Center for introducing me to this new form of art. I do painting, I do sculpture, I do knitting, crocheting, I'm a gardener, so I do everything that there is. And if there's a hobby that I haven't done, that's probably going to be my next thing that I'll tackle. Thank you.